Good day! Welcome to our new segment. This is GE Math News, serving you with your math essentials anytime and anywhere. We are living through unprecedented times. A lot of decisions are being made. Just how essential is math during these times? We have our correspondent, Louis Paran.
Math in the modern world is not your typical math subject. Not only it will help you in this engineering course, but also in different aspects of your lives. From money, games, and even messages.
I'm Louis Paran, and this is Math in the Modern World.
Mathematics in the modern world is a very diverse subject that gives you the necessary tools that aid you in everything, from investments to even in arts. Math in the modern world has six major lessons: mathematics as a language, finance, decision sciences, communication technologies, efficiency, and natural science and arts. Let's take a look at how math in the modern world can help engineering students. Mathematics as a language deals with reasoning and proving. This can not only help an engineer develop critical thinking, but also helps in having a wider perspective in logical statements. Mathematics and finance is one of the most important lessons to learn in this course. As engineers, finance math is very crucial when starting a project, as you need lots of money, resources, and time for a project, and also factor in how you're going to make profit or invest in your projects. Mathematics in decision sciences deals with how would you decide on your own choices. This is also very crucial as engineers need to decide on what plan of action would they use to minimize the loss or shorten the time of their projects. Mathematics for efficiency deals with system of ways on how can speed up a process, make a process more efficient, or even minimizing or maximizing the cost of your project. Lastly, mathematics in natural sciences deals with patterns that can be observed in nature. This is a very interesting lesson for engineers as you can use designs and patterns that nature uses on your own projects. We've interviewed a fellow student from the De La Salle University of Manila to share his experiences with the course.
One of the really hardest things to learn in Math in the Modern World for me is math as a language and math in finance, because math in language, I really have a hard time with logical reasoning, and in finance math, I'm really having a hard time when using those formulas for like the profits, compounds, etc. If I were to describe Math and Modern World in three words, that would be fun, exciting, and challenge.
One. Thank you, Louis. Now, for financial counseling with yours truly. Through these times, it is of utmost importance to know what to spend and when to spend it. Money management is essential in attaining a better quality of life. If you can spend wiser and smarter, then your life would be simpler and you would have less stress. You can sleep better knowing that you have done your financial obligations. Of course, it would also be wise to grow money and as soon as possible. I, for one, have invested already in the stock market with PruLife UK. I also target to invest real estate, food, and in gaming in the years to come, preferably after college. I would advise this as well. It is best to start saving and earning as soon as possible, for nothing happens overnight. Again, remember, when it comes to money management, math is your best complement. To further discuss math and its efficiency, we have correspondent Rain for this.
Why is mathematics considered a language? Mathematics is considered as a language because it is the same anywhere in the world. It kind of acts as a universal language. Mathematics is known to be rooted in logic and reasoning. How do you perceive it to be an important tool in dealing with practical problems in life? Math expresses the relationship of one thing with another. With mathematics, it gives you multiple ways to deal with a problem. For example, with logic and reasoning, you end up with a conclusion just from a mere hypothesis. And like real life situations, one thing is not valid without. Why is mathematics considered a tool in solving problems efficiently? Mathematics is considered as a tool in solving problems efficiently because it focuses on making things simpler and easier. What does it mean when you say a method is efficient? When you say that a method is efficient, it means that you have successfully done a method that has saved you time, cost you less, the distance you have traveled is shorter, and you have used little energy. Give an example of a real life situation that can be considered as a maximization or minimization problem. Can you describe how linear programming can help you solve this problem? A good example would be buying groceries. In this situation, linear programming takes place as you want to get the cheapest groceries in the fastest time. For example, you want to get egg, milk, and chips. Eggs are in aisle 1, milk is in aisle 2, and chips are in aisle 10. In order to save time and travel the shortest distance, you would want to go from aisle 1 to aisle 2 to aisle 10. And of course, you have to get the cheapest one you can find. What is your understanding of the shortest path problem? My understanding of the shortest path problem is looking for the route that gives off the minimum distance. It is choosing the most efficient way to go from your initial point to your final destination.
Thank you, Rain. Of course, in today's highly technical world, the way we secure ourselves has drastically changed. We have our correspondent John to tell us more about cryptography.
Tonight's news and fast facts. Cryptography versus coding theory. What is coding theory? It deals with the design of error-correcting codes for reliable transmission of information through noisy channels. As you all know, messages are binary, transferred through zeros and ones. Coding theory uses source coding, transferring messages through noisy channels and coding them through source encoding. Coding theory has many applications in the real world, like CDs, wireless messaging, pictures from outer space, universal product codes or barcodes, and quick response codes or QR codes. Moving on with cryptography. Cryptography is taking data and securing it during transfer or storage. Cryptography has crypto systems, which consists of key generation, encryption, and decryption. Encryption is transforming information or plain text into unreadable information, or ciphertext. Decryption is transforming this ciphertext back into readable text or plain text. There are two types of crypto systems, symmetric and asymmetric. Symmetric crypto systems have one key, a private key for encryption and decryption. Asymmetric crypto systems, on the other hand, have two keys, a public key for encryption and a private key for decryption. That's all for tonight.
Thank you, John. With all this information our correspondents have given us, it could be a bit overwhelming, especially when it comes to deciding. And again, math comes to the rescue. Deciding is truly difficult as we face some uncertainty with every decision we make. Math has guided us through the maze-like path of our lives. Math has helped us get quantified data that will help us decide better. From finding our fast route to work to making our multi-million business deals. From moving our chess pieces in a game of chess to deciding our country's next leader. It is through math that we are guided to make these decisions. Everything is a game, and we make the choices. This is how our lives play out. Choose the system that is best for the common good and make your way along the best path with the help of math. And now, we head on to our trivia for today. We have Kuya Francis for our Gets Ko Na Math.
Alam niyo ba ang golden ratio? Ito ang pagkakaroon ng ratio na 1.618 dahil itong ratio na ito ay ang building blocks of nature. Ang golden ratio ay derive gamit ang Fibonacci sequence. Ang Fibonacci sequence ay ang paggawa ni Leonardo Fibonacci na isa siyang Italian mathematician na lumaki sa Pisa. Kilala siya sa pagiging the most talented Western mathematician the Middle Ages. Ang Fibonacci sequence ay ang pag-add ng dalawang naunang numero kagaya nito ay ang 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8 at mga kasunod pang numero nito. Ang ganitong sequence ay kadalasan nating makikita sa ating kapaligiran. Halimbawa na lang nito ay ang shell ng isang snake. Kung inyong makikita, ang shell ng isang snail, kung inyong makikita, ang shell ng isang snail ay may linya na maliit sa loob. Ang linyang ito ay maliit at umikot ng umikot hanggang lumaki. Ito ay nagpapakita ng Fibonacci sequence. At dahil dito, ito ay kadalasan nagiging inspirasyon na ginagamit sa sining at sa arkitektura. Balik sa'yo, Vin.
Thank you, Francis. With that, we now conclude tonight's segment of GE Math News. Thank you, and always keep in mind, math is essential.